Well, hello everybody. I gotta say, I have a Russian sound guy. I have a check 1, 2. Okay, it's a very terrible joke I will be telling at the beginning of every broadcast that I do. Um, Obviously, if you don't know, you don't know, so now you know. Okay. Because if you know, you know, you know, you know. So today we are doing a little bit of a flight. As you can possibly see, let me get rid of a few, do a little cleanup items here and get us ready to go. A little click on the music there. All right, so we're doing a little flight from Oklahoma City to Dallas Fort Worth. We're flying a brand new aircraft that I just purchased last night. This will be my third flight in this aircraft. I think it is probably rather unrealistic to think that I'm the captain of an aircraft after I've only flown it once or twice before. In fact, I was the captain the first time I flew it. Welcome to the world of simulation. So, take a moment to load this here mission. Oh, we're going to have to reload this mission. No, it's on the ground. Okay. It looks like the plane is actually on the ground, and that's a good thing. All right. Let's do a little bit of fuel, because we definitely don't have enough fuel on board for this. See if we're going to put some extra fuel on board, because I like to have a little bit of leeway when I land. We're going to clean this bad boy. It's definitely ready for takeoff. I mean, look at this. Look at this beautiful plane that I purchased. 4 big turboprop engines. It holds almost, I'm going to guess, 30 to 40 people. It's an airliner. It's just not a little jet anymore. It's not a private jet anymore. We're into airline status now, and that's just pretty cool. In a few minutes, when we get into our ascent here, I may turn off my camera because you don't really want to look at me. I'm surprised you even want to listen to me. Though my jokes can be funny from time to time, they're not all home runs. So, all right, now we're walking up to the aircraft. We're going to skip our pre-flight because, you know, I've had the mechanics out to inspect this bad boy, and I trust my mechanics. It's kind of a joke. The guys from the flight safety detectives would be very disappointed with me right now. So would Blanco Lirio channel, Ron Brown, or Captain Steve would be very upset with me. These are all the professional YouTube pilots that I follow on YouTube, and investigators, not just pilots. So, back to it then. So let's have a little quick pilot briefing. We're going to take off. We're going to go down to Moose. We're going to double back. And then we're going to fly this route. I think it's a little silly. I'm not positive we'll actually make all of that because we may get vectored out of it. But if we have any issues coming into Dallas Fort Worth, we can easily divert to several places. I put a little bit of extra fuel on. That way we can do a couple of go-arounds if we need to. If we look down here by Dallas Fort Worth, I mean, there's a lot of airports there. Kind of a strange approach, don't you think, Manuel? departure from finger via IRW manual and then ILS. JCI and then runway 18. Okay. This is a really weird route. PYP. Okay, so here's our approach, which is completely separate from our nav, which is odd. Not typical. Dallas Fort Worth right now. Winds are 120 at 3 knots. We've got almost 9 miles of viz. Plenty of clouds are broken. All right, I'm nervous about this. I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about this because finger via IRW. We gotta get finger to crutch. And turn left for a line, Udall JC. Runway 18 left. Well, we're going to try this even though this is a little less than conventional in my opinion. There's a big gap in that, and we'll see what happens. Pretty good chance that they will vector us in because we're doing a complete IFR on this. So let's get started. Let's get our takeoff clearance, shall we? Let's do this.
Raleigh Post Ground, November 77525 with Victor, ready to taxi, IFR.
November 77525, taxi to and hold short runway 17, left using taxiway Bravo, Charlie Golf. Contact tower on 126.9er when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 17, left using taxiway Bravo, Charlie Golf, 525.
So we're doing Bravo, Charlie Golf. Let's let
Ladies
these
and gents,
passengers know
our
where we're
captain
going.
has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you're seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Ladies and gents, please direct your attention to the monitors as we review emergency procedures. Ladies and gents, here are the safety procedures. There are identified emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you, including behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you're
So I don't think
children,
y'all need to
make sure
listen to all that. We'll just skip to takeoff, shall we? I tend to do this. I tend to skip to takeoff. I actually skip anytime it gives me the ability to because otherwise I'd be at this for days. I can take a 1 hour flight down a little bit to about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. All right. I'm going to expect 8,000 feet. adjust if I need to. Let's ask for some clearance and we'll get this underway. I once again want to say I don't have a lot of experience in this aircraft, and this simulation very well could fail. Stick around and see what happens.
Clear for takeoff, runway 17 left. November 77525. Ladies and gents, prepare for takeoff. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened tightly. Your seat is in the upright position and your tray table is securely stored. Thank you.
Look both ways before crossing the street, kids. Just like look both ways before entering a runway. Ready to hit that autopilot button, and we out. Audi 5000. This is not an easy plane to keep straight, and I'm over torquing before I even leave the ground. We're up. Putting those up, we're putting those up. So this thing likes to over torque. I can't even put the engine all the way up on takeoff. This is a little bit of that training problem I have. I have no one to train me how to fly this aircraft, so I'm just teaching myself. The problem with that is you get a lot of over torque. A lot of over torque errors and stuff like that.
Good day.
Okay, we're switching counts.
1 tree decimal niner 525.
And look at us, we're about to
Fort
overspeed.
Worth Center, November 77525 is passing 2,200, climbing 15,000.
And this thing just climbs like nobody's
November
business.
77525. Fort Worth Center, altimeter tree 022. Radar contact continue.
Nav is on. The approach is on. Let's go back to nav. We're not on the approach yet. We're still on nav. So we have a vertical speed of a positive 2,200 feet per minute right now. That's pretty good. That's one of the big selling points to this particular aircraft, is that we can climb at such a great rate. And we're doing it at 179 knots and climbing. I could probably increase my vertical speed more. Might be a little disturbing for anybody else on the plane. Might start popping some G's pretty quick there. I'd turn the landing lights off, because we're definitely getting high enough for that. Well, we're definitely not on course here. Heading, leg, FMS turn. I don't think. Let's see what I can do. Let this go full there. Flight plan. Yeah. I want to see the flight plan. What I just did on accident there. Direct to flight path. No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get a visitor. Okay, so I can actually see the flight pattern over here. Let's see what chance I have of intercepting it. So I'm setting my heading to direct me towards the official flight pattern. One of the things that's kind of a benefit here. So in real life, I would just say screw the navigation and use my map here to tell me where to go, and I would basically visually flight visual rules it and ask for vectors to find them, and not use the navigation system. What I can do here in this particular simulation is after I get to 15,000 feet and I brief the customers where we're at, it allows me to skip to final. What I suspect is it will put me in the final approach, and the navigational systems will not grab that approach because I don't have them programmed right. This is the thing. This is my problem with this aircraft, is I don't know how to program everything and get everything working right. But like I said in my last video, you have to be two kinds of pilots nowadays. You have to be both the kind that knows how to use all your computers and the kind that knows how to land when they fail. This is a training exercise. This is me learning how to fly this thing without the navigational computers putting it down for me. So I'm gonna, one way or another, try to figure out how to land this thing. We got about 800 feet more of vertical lift to get done, down to 700, and then we're going to level off at 15,000 feet. We will brief our customers where we're at, and then we will skip to final. So happy Sunday morning, everybody. I can say that yesterday I did not hear of any aircraft incidents on the news. I usually hear about one. Everybody, stuff happens every other day nowadays. At the moment, there's nothing pending.
Good morning, ladies and gents. This is your captain speaking. Today, I'm assisted by co-pilot Chadwick Myers. Welcome aboard flight BCX 4310, inbound to Dallas FT Worth. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 13,500 feet and at an airspeed of 150 knots. It's 11 a.m. and we should expect a smooth flight all the way. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Okay. This is the part where I start sweating. You guys ready for this? Autopilot is on. I'm going to get ready to click the VNav button. I'm going to get ready to click the approach button and the nav button. But I got to be honest, I don't think I can use the nav nav button just did something for me. I think the nav button just grabbed something. Yeah, I see the letters FMS instead of ROL. I think I'm on nav. Okay. This plane makes me intercept it much closer than the other ones. The other ones will start navigating further from that line. This one makes me get close and makes me intercept that line in order to lock onto it. Right. So, I'm going to take a little bit of the left turn, please, 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 please be on. And no, not really on. Oh, we're passing clouds. No, we're not missing. Maybe it is taking me right. I don't know. We'll find out. Get ready to skip. And skip. This part's a little nerve-wracking when we skip here. Just a touch nerve-wracking. Vectors to final. Roger that.
Cleared FINGR 9er arrival. Descend and maintain 4000 expect ILS runway 18 left approach. Vectors to final 525.
525. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact tower on 126.55.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 126.55525.
Maintain present heading and altitude.
Tower, November 77525, 16 miles north. Inbound ILS runway 18 left approach.
Click the flaps down.
November 77525 tower. Altimeter tree 014. Cleared ILS runway 18 left approach.
Cleared ILS runway 18 left approach 525.
I have no idea where it's taking me, but it's taking me somewhere. Okay, I think I'm going to trust it. Let's get under the clouds. What the heck was that on my freaking radar? All right, we're going to kill it because I can see it. As I suspected, I do have to fly this thing in by hand. Let's get her down. I honestly think that's going to be the runway right there on my right upper right corner. Looks like I've got traffic in front of me, so I'm going to slow down. Try to control my speed a little bit here. Maybe even double click that flap. There we go. We are at JC. Let's continue.
Tower, American 2647 at runway 18 left, ready for departure. IFR to Los Cabos. American 2647, altimeter tree 01 tree. Cleared for takeoff runway 18 left. 525, wind 057 at 4. Cleared to land runway 18 left. Cleared for takeoff runway 18 left. American 2647.
Clear to land runway 18 left, 525.
So now I'm using a combination of my navigation and my vertical flight, my visual flight abilities. I'm almost positive I can see that runway through the fog here. And this navigation's telling me right where I want to be. I'm on the white line on my bottom right-hand screen. And I'm going to take this down low, and if I don't see it, I'm going to go around. But I see it, I'm telling you. I can see the skid marks from the last few planes, from all the planes that have landed here. Let's cut that back on the power there. Get ready for final. Folks, we're coming in for a landing. And we have heavy rain. I have the runway, most definitely have the runway. No doubt, no diggity.
Go around.
Go around. Oh, I've got a plane on the runway, jerk. Gear up, flaps up. We had a perfect approach, and there's an airplane on the runway.
525. Did you hear my last transmission?
Going around 525.
525, contact approach on 118.1.
And there's a plane going underneath me. This is a very,
Going to
very
118.1.
poorly controlled
525.
airport.
American 1019er, contact ground on 121.65. American 2647, contact departure on 124.3. Good day.
Approach, November 77525. Flying the DFW ILS runway 18 left published missed approach.
November 77525 Roger. Fly published missed approach. Advise reaching 3000 for further instructions.
Approach. Flaps over November 77525. Flaps over speed. Requesting deck drop to next
Proceed on
waypoint.
course, climb and maintain 3000.
Turn left heading 140. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 3000. 525.
Proceed on course, they said. Okay, I'll set my own course. Find myself back up on my freaking runway. I had that landing in the books. But of course, this is Texas. They got to have a plane on the runway and make me go around. Okay, whatever. We'll do this again. Go straight east. I mean, it's kind of sad because I had it all under control. It was all there, perfectly lined up. Had my throttles where I wanted them. Speed was good. Somebody was on the runway, and I had to go around. So let's go ahead and add 20 minutes to the flight time, shall we? We're going to take our turn, I don't know, downwind, I guess, is the technical term. We're going to take our turn here pretty soon and go due north.
Approach. 77525. Published missed approach ILS runway 18 left at 3100.
525, cleared VKTRY to arrival. Maintain present altitude, expect ILS runway 18 left approach. Vectors to final.
That's what I'm looking for, is the vectors to find. Thank you very much.
Cleared VKTRY to arrival. Turn left heading 295. Climb and maintain 4000, expect ILS runway 18 left approach. Vectors to final 525.
So we're going to climb to 4,000, and supposedly they're going to vector us back in for another
Traffic
check.
is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at 3700 generic. Report them in sight.
Yeah, I ain't seeing nothing over there, thank you.
525. Don't have generic in
We're
sight.
completely IMC. We do not have a chance of seeing nothing. Yeah, total IMC conditions, thank you. Total IMC conditions. Cannot see nothing. I do see it on my traffic radar, though, don't I? Entirely too close to me. Oh my god, look at that. Negative 12. It looks like there's another one coming up on me on my left. Man, I wanted to be vectored in and out of traffic, but this is getting to be ridiculous. Although this, I really like this plane. I'm getting more used to this plane. I gotta figure out the landing system. The automatic landing system is a little bit foreign to me. I gotta figure it out. It's me. It's me. It's not the plane. At least as of right now. God, there's a lot of planes around Dallas Fort Worth right now. Let's go ahead and hurry them up.
Approach November 77525. Requesting vector to next waypoint.
525, turn left heading 260.
Turn left heading 260, 525.
That's a pretty good vector change. Thought you might want to tell me about that. 260. It's pretty hefty. Now again, I really don't think we're going to actually be able to capture the ILS. So we're going to hand fly the ILS like we did last time.
Southwest 11902, you are 300 below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 4,200 altimeter tree 014.
Yeah, dude, you're way too close to me to be that close to me. I know that made no sense. But if he's 300 below, that puts him 100 feet away from me.
Southwest
I
11902.
frankly think he should be higher than 42. What do I know? ladies and gentlemen, this is your DJ Djtimx, and you are in tune to the Noobtube flight of the day. We've already had one go around. Let's see how many more we get.
525. Traffic is 7 o'clock, 4 miles at 2800 generic. Report them in sight.
I'm gonna say I don't see him. Sorry.
525. Traffic not in sight.
But
Southwest 11902. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 1 tree right approach.
it looks like we're getting pretty close to clicking the flaps and the gear. In fact, I think I'm gonna start that.
Southwest
Flaps over speed,
11902.
Captain.
Climb and maintain 2500. Contact tower on 12 tree decimal 7.
We're gonna get a lot of flaps over speeds on this one.
Climb
But that's
and
just
maintain
because it's a new
2500.
aircraft. I wouldn't know
Tower
better.
on 12 tree decimal 7
I
southwest.
just hope I don't do any damage to my
1192.
aircraft by trying all this. I'm sure there's a way I can look this all up before I do all this. I'm sure there's a way. I vape one more time and then I'll switch the camera back on. All right. Let's drop them gear.
Approach November 77525. Requesting vector to next waypoint.
525. Turn left heading 175. Proceed on course.
Turn left heading 175. Resume O navigation. 525.
175. See, of course, that means I'm going in there. How I am. Let's go ahead and turn that off and get in for this approach. So look at that. Look what they just did to me. I'm so high, there's no way I'm going to make that approach. We're gonna go do this again. My God. Turn that on.
525. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact tower on 126.55.
Sure. I'll worry about that in a minute.
Maintain present heading and altitude.
BS. Getting frustrating. Actually, turn right so we go north. Problem is, we didn't follow the appropriate missed approach when we went the first time. That's probably what my problem is. Alright, so I guess we're going around again.
November 77525 Tower. Altimeter tree 01 tree. Cleared ILS runway 18 left approach. Contact approach on 118.1. Good day. Climb and maintain 4,000. 525, 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 cleared VK. 525, climb and maintain 4,000. 525, climb and maintain 4,000.
Alright, now we're stuck in a loop.
525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude.
Yeah.
525, 525, 525, 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, 525, 525, maintain present altitude.
It's like it's a dance music song or
525,
something.
maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude.
Oh my god, is it the government shutdown? I mean, what is with this?
525, maintain present altitude. 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 525, maintain present altitude.
So I have officially crashed the air traffic controllers.
Maintain present altitude.
My air,
525, maintain present altitude.
air traffic control, this is 525. Are you having a stroke?
Maintain present altitude.
Air traffic control, this is 525. Can I talk to your supervisor?
Maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, 525, 525, 525, maintain present altitude. 525, maintain present altitude. 525, 525, maintain present altitude.
I might switch to ATIS just to hear something less annoying.
525, maintain present altitude.
Air traffic control, this is 525. I'm going to switch to ATIS and ignore you.
525, 525, maintain present altitude.
That annoying moment when
525, maintain present
ATIS is
altitude.
less annoying than the air traffic controller.
525, maintain present altitude.
Thank you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going rogue due to the fact that the air traffic controller is stuck in a loop. Don't ask me. Look at all these planes trying to get in. And the thing is like even by flying by hand, I can put myself in line with them and follow them in. The problem is I don't see us going on the ground anytime soon with that much traffic. We've got 1,300 gallons of fuel left, or is that pounds? It's in pounds. We have 1,300 pounds of fuel left. We could go to KFTW because, well, I like the FTW name, but that's not where we're supposed to land. I do have enough fuel to take one more shot at Dallas Fort Worth before going to Fort Worth. And I think that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take a nice long approach attempt again at Dallas Fort Worth. And if you see right here on my radar, you can even see the Fort Worth airport. We're going to take one more attempt to land at Dallas Fort Worth. We're going to do it without the tower messing anything up on us. We're going to go for a nice long run in. If we do not see it, if we miss it, we're going to land in KAFW. Or K fuck the world. All right. I should be nervous right now. I'm not. I really don't care. It is just a flight simulator. But at the same time, it's just a flight simulator, and I don't have this thing on the ground as expected. My flight plan is out the window now, and I have to worry about trying one more time before diverting altogether. This flight plan has gone awry. I should probably address the passengers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Our flight plan is currently out the window because the air traffic controllers have gone completely out of their minds and stuck in a loop. Therefore, Captain Tim says, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Just be honest. So, one of the nice things about this aircraft is it has what are known internationally as a lavatory, also known as a little boys' room or a bathroom. That being said, if you'll excuse me, hopefully the autopilot doesn't kill us. right, attempt number 3 coming up here, folks. I think he zoomed out on me again. Go to 90 degrees. We're gonna bring our altitude down to 3,000. So if you see over here, I know you can't see my cursor, so I can't put it up. We're at manual. We're going to go 90 degrees until we get just around Grudge. We're then going to take a right-hand turn in at Grudge and follow that pink line right there. Technically, that pink line should come up here as a white line. Now, I see other aircraft. And, I mean, we're down to 1,100. No, we're still at like 1,300 pounds of fuel. We're not burning fuel too quickly. But I mean, I don't know if I want to be here all day doing this. And air traffic control is probably still in a loop. Let's find out.
525, climb and maintain 4,000. 525, climb and maintain 4,000.
Yeah, see, they're still in a loop. They don't know where we're at. They don't know what we're doing. I'm going to pretend there's a medical issue going on there. And we're just going to go in by hand. I guess technically, if I do encounter something of that nature, I would have to go around until I got a hold of a air traffic controller that was coherent and whatnot. But this is a major airport. There would be another controller there, so I'm going to mimic that. I've been given priority landing because I've already gone around twice. So since we're simming and we're playing pretend, right? That being said, let's bring the speed back and prepare to do some landing stuff. Specifically get it under 150, and then I'm going to hit these flaps. We're taking it down to 2,500 for visual reasons. There's the white line I'm aiming to line up with. All right, folks. I don't remember. Do I have my gear down? No, I don't have my gear down. Let's check that gear. Get that gear down. use heading mode in until I see the runway, which we're going to be getting to pretty soon here. Watch my speed, keep it up for now. Nose down. Speed back and forth a little till I see that. Bad boy. Bad boy! I do not have runway yet, but I'm not that close. So we're going to keep where we're at. Altitude-wise, let's go ahead and rock it up at about 17. I'm sure y'all want to see me sweat this one out, so let me go ahead and put the camera back on while I sweat it out. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Back. We're still a little bit out. Speed's okay. Alignment looks okay. Do not have the runway yet. Dallas Fort Worth, this is 535 coming up for emergency landing. Runway 18 left. Please clear the runway because we are not going around again. I'll bet you that's it. I believe that is it. I think I have a runway. I think I have a runway. And as soon as I confirm I have a runway, I will disengage the autopilot and land Big Bertha by hand. I actually see 2 runways, which is adequate and appropriate. Adequate and appropriate, I do see 2 runways. Okay. Click, click. Autopilot off, click off. Let's land these bad boys by hand on an emergency basis. That may not be the runway. It is not the runway. AC.
Climb and maintain 4,000. 525, climb.
Coming up. All these advisories. Because of all the different. That's a runway, and we're landing on that runway right there. We can worry about the amount of fuel we have after we land, passengers, and number of souls, all that. You guys, we're gonna land. So I don't have all that information right now. Don't land on top of the dumbass here. See, look at all these planes. This is why. Crash by aircraft. How about that? Well, kind of knew that was going to happen, really. And this was bound to be one of those flights. So, yeah, how about that? Couldn't keep it level once we hit the ground. Lose all kinds of reputation, don't get paid, lose a bunch of money, I'm sure. And yeah, so how about that? Couldn't even land that bad boy. We tried, it didn't work. I blame air traffic control as usual.